What's up, guys, and welcome to the RoboCop Rogue City demo. And this is my playthrough, and I just want to say a couple of things real quick before I start. It is nice to finally play a game that is a video game. That takes me back to the days of when I would put a disc in the PlayStation 1, sit down, and play for a few hours, and I don't have to worry about a season pass. I don't have to worry about loot boxes. I don't have to worry about playing with other multiplayer players for several hours to reach a rank of 50 or 100 in a boring, dry game with no story that's repetitive. I don't have to worry about any of that. And I can't honestly remember the last time I just sat and played a good video game. Now, I played Assassin's Creed Mirage a few days ago. That's a bad video game. This, however, is a good video game just as a demo, and I'm gonna demonstrate that, and I'm gonna play all the way through this demo and do everything there is to do while I do that. It stays true to its source material, is another thing I wanted to say before I started. So when you make games like this, obviously based off movies and stuff like that, you want to try to stay true to what RoboCop is. They do that. They stay true to the heart of the movie and what the movie was about, to the look, to the feel. They got it all down. And so if you're a fan of RoboCop, I don't see how, honestly, if you're a fan of first-person shooters and you're a fan of RoboCop, how you would not enjoy this. I can see you not being a fan of first-person shooters, but enjoying just going through the story. I think this is going to be not maybe Game of the Year material, but for us RoboCop fans, we're going to finally have something that can take us away from that everyday mold I was just talking about of gotta worry about a season pass, gotta worry about getting to a certain rank and playing on multiplayer with other people and getting arguments and threads online because something's too OP and whatever. You know, there's a long list of things this game doesn't have, and it's refreshing just to have a video game. So with that said, let's start it up. Let's start up RoboCop Rogue City and let you guys see it for yourselves. And just like a RoboCop movie would start, it starts with the news.
You give us 3 minutes, and we give you the world. Good evening. I'm Casey Wong. A military submarine that went missing over 3 years ago has suddenly reappeared in the Baltic Sea. Confused seamen mistakenly opened fire on the last Lapland reservation, killing 12. Thankfully, our homesick sailors are back on U.S. soil. Welcome back, boys. In local news, a new crime wave that is sweeping Detroit has already claimed the lives of 21 police officers. Here's a statement from the head of OCP, Omni Consumer Products, that's funding and running the Detroit Police Department.
Old Detroit has a cancer, and that cancer is crime. It must be cut out, and OCP holds the scalpel.
According to our sources, the attacks were aimed at catching the attention of a man whose identity remains unknown. This dangerous new guy in town seems to have his eye on doing business in old Detroit.
Your filthy hands off me! Shut
I'm sorry. There seems to be a
disturbance? I'm a big fan. Now move! Don't adjust your television sets. Your regularly scheduled program will be back shortly. Now, this message goes out to the new guy in town. It seems that you're looking to spend some money in this great city of ours. I'm here to tell you that the Torchheads are open for business. You may have heard of us as the #1 supplier of nuke in old Detroit. The most potent addictive drug available in front of every convenience store, school, or library near you. But that's not all we're capable of. Let's get you up here. We'll get Officer Howard to illustrate the point. You see, Officer Howard made a drug bust that cost us a lot of money. We want to reward this dutiful officer with a performance bonus. A lifetime supply of nuke. Oh man, you're gonna have the time of your life. There you go. Enjoy. New guy. Us torch heads are more than capable of doing whatever you need done in our city. So what is it, huh? Arson, smuggling, drug dealing, good old-fashioned murder. We do it all. You've got the money, we've got the power. So let's talk.
Great thing about the beginning of this game, you can legit see any of this starting off an actual film, an actual RoboCop film. So for me, that's again another thing to the original source of material. I mean, it feels like something straight out of the movies.
Good to see you, Murphy. Lieutenant's at the main entrance to the TV station.
Okay, maybe not so much that accent. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you know, he's got that accent, yet there's no beard, no neck beard. He's not wearing, you know, a white dress with a pointy white hat to fit that accent. So that might throw you a little bit off. But as you walk past that, and you get, you know, you look into the city for the very first time.
Judgment Day is here!
You see your first guy on Nuke right there on the ground. Or maybe just a lot of alcohol, one or the other. But really, I mean, man, the clothes, the outfits on the cops, it really, really fits the second film again, which I think this has to be based between the second and third film, if I had to take a guess. And just everything you see, from the cars, the people, the stores. And again, this opening sequence of things, it's just perfect for what could be the opening of one of those 80s RoboCop films, easily.
I wouldn't bother. I already ran the plates.
You should know by now when it comes to evidence,
Well, I guess I should say 80s and early 90s.
Like we're gonna run short of body bags. I'm gonna give you 10 milligrams of diazepam to make you comfortable.
We can't wait any longer. Those trigger-happy maniacs have a ton of hostages. But sir... Roger that. Over and out.
What is the situation?
Goddamn OCP tells us to stand down till SWAT arrives. That's our situation.
Looks like I'm on my way out.
Not so fast, buddy. Who do you think is gonna clean up this place? I'm not letting you off that easily.
You sound just like my wife.
If that's the case, let's get you patched up. We wouldn't want to get on her bad side. Press here. Medic! There you are, partner.
Lewis.
The hell is going on up there?
Sorry, dude! The police want us to release the hostages! So no hard feelings!
Hey, you can't go in yet. We need to wait for the reinforcements.
Reinforcements have arrived.
I knew you'd say something like that.
We need to find another way. It is too dangerous to cross.
For me. But you can take the heat. Go, I'll figure something out. Besides, you could do with a head start. Go on.
So as you can see, they had Peter Weller return to voice RoboCop, and I mean, he just goes right back into the role without skipping a beat. It's incredible. And they're obviously using the likeness of him as well. Also, Nancy Allen's likeness for Lewis, although she's not voicing the character. But that's nothing against the voice actor because she does a great job here. Whoever's voicing Lewis, I don't know who that is, but she really does a great job at it.
Guys, we've got company. Anyone expecting a silver freak?
Drop it, scum.
Yeah, I mean, he's right back into the role. This game is brutal. Headshots are brutal. Absolute explosion of the head when you get a headshot. I think I got one over here. Look at that. Just absolutely beautiful. It's usually followed by a splatter of brains. Just a little bit. Usually a lot more. I think I heard a little bit more of a head explosion. Maybe not. There will be before this is over, though. So yeah, you can get crime evidence, you can get stolen property, and things like that give you XP. You find it. Use on skill points later on. So there is a form of leveling up, you know, there is still a skill tree in the game. So it still has some elements that newer video games use, but it makes the best use out of it. You know, it's not, say something like a skill tree followed by a Paragon board, and you're going to be bored trying to unlock these things. You're going to be plenty of entertained and plenty fulfilled as a RoboCop fan as you unlock these things. As you progress in the game, you know, it's just, it'll be more of a natural thing to happen. And it doesn't have to feel like a chore. That's number one. When it comes to putting any kind of skill tree, any kind of leveling up in a game. It'll come natural as you progress on the campaign, of course. Switch back to the pistol. There it is. Man, perfect shot. Brains everywhere. Nice way to finish clearing the area. Love it.
Worried about the weight limit?
Lewis, you're here.
We need to get these elevators back online. The service box is in the basement.
Let me.
I doubt you had time between all the heroics, but I got a key card from the janitor. It's good to do some real street work from time to time, you know? After you.
Did that elevator back there? Can't go back and see. Did it say 10-person, 2,000-pound limit? I don't know if that's a good... I don't know what version of America this is, you know, obviously in the future, but everyone must have lost a lot of weight. So, I mean, I'm just thinking about an elevator saying that today, because you could have 3 people weighing 2,000-pound limit in America today. Okay, maybe not 3, 5. I mean, I know I'm taking up, like, a good portion of that. So I'm not calling out anyone that's big, because, hey, I'm a big guy. It just seemed a little off to me on the numbers.
That graffiti is fresh.
I bet some of those idiots are still here.
Alright, so when you get injured, like down there I have the 64%, you come across a lot of these in this first mission. I don't know about the other missions in this game, but this one you get a lot of these OCP recovery. And you come across a lot of nuke, which is under crime evidence, and of course you'll also come across stolen property again, you know, like a purse.
I'm smelling a police bitch.
Be other things, I can't remember at the moment, but basically just stolen property in general. It'll come across, like a wallet. You'll come across that, and you get points for that. Any crime evidence considered is like nukes. Sometimes you'll find documents, also be crime evidence. Oh, another good red shot, and another one. Another one.
Any more tricks up your sleeve?
That was a real
Welcome. Don't
brain
you think?
buster. Yeah, get out of here. I mean, you could just hit fire this if you want to, honestly. Just as good as aiming down the sights. I mean, you are a RoboCop after all. Also, you can grab people, which is amazing. There's no one I can throw them at, so I'm just gonna smash him against the wall. Watch him go, you know, pulling cartwheels over here.
Poor guy.
Well, looks like he's had a little bit too much nuke. Cause of death, nuke overdose. Yeah, he definitely had too much. Might as well. Even though it's just that little bit. So yeah, I kind of got sidetracked in my own mind, but you'll come across a lot of these OCP recovery charges during this first mission. I noticed after that I didn't see any. I probably just missed them. They may get a little bit more complicated. It might be the difficulty I picked. I don't know. It may be here just because this is your opening experience. Goodness. Not enough to blow his brains all over the wall. Let's blow him up, too. And you hold left trigger if you're playing on controller, or L2, I guess, on PlayStation. But I think this is only free on the PC. Of course, I got an Xbox controller hooked up. This is amazing right here. Boom! Ah! and shot his arms off. It's great. Oh, it's fantastic. This is just brutal. It couldn't be anything else but brutal. And they made sure of it. Because, I mean, like, when I watched the first movie, and I saw Alex Murphy get killed in the violent way he did, when you see that as a kid, at least when I did, I had nightmares about that opening scene in RoboCop as a kid, but it also, you know, it just drew me to the film even more, and obviously the bad guys get it in the end, so it more than makes up for it. Still had nightmares though. So yeah, stolen wallets, one of the many things, and there we go. Incriminating documents is something you'll find for crime evidence. I called them files, but yeah, it's incriminating documents. Get out of here. There's somebody beside me? Come here. I need you to take out that guy. The guy with the AK. He drops an AK. Takes a lot of bullets to kill. I mean, he's only wearing a welding mask, but somehow, I guess, maybe he's wearing some armor under the coat, inside the coat. I don't know, but he takes a lot of bullets. He didn't that time. Guess not when it's an AK. Probably armor-piercing rounds or something about the AK. I don't know, but I love using the AK. Guess Lewis had one more person she had to kill. And think of that. You actually get a partner who actually kills the AI. How about that? They're not completely pointless.
I am detecting a short circuit. We need to isolate the cables.
I think I've got something just for that.
You are very resourceful.
Thanks, but I'd say it was a team effort. They're holding everyone in the studio. It's on the 30th floor.
Oh, those two together gotta be breaking that 2,000-pound weight limit.
Huh?
Just him alone.
So, our friends in blue finally decided to join our glamorous show. I'm afraid you're too late for my autograph.
Chopper's ready.
I've gotta go, but the party goes on. Guys, make sure you provide all our guests with a decent amount of amusement, so don't skimp on the nuke. See ya.
What a freaking psycho. We need to be quick before they kill anyone else. I know that look, Murphy. You saw something, didn't you?
We are here to enforce the law, Lewis. Let us stay focused.
Right. Just keep in mind that I'm here if you need me, partner.
Slime bags detected.
Just
I love that part.
Boys, the police dog and its bitch.
Not sure which one is which.
You're gonna take that back.
Just the way he says scumbags detected is so spot on.
Scumbag!
What in the world did she shoot? Alright. Alright, yeah, there's a person I mentioned. or handbag as they'll call it. And fake IDs, another form of crime evidence. No, I think I'll keep the AK. Oh, man. Oh, there it is. Give me my monitor back. Boom! Just wiped out 3 dudes with a desktop monitor. That's insane and fantastic. Ooh, find out new things on your playthroughs, second playthroughs. So make sure to go through a couple of playthroughs here. You try out this demo. You might miss some things. I know I'm missing, I've noticed some things I missed out, which was evidence I missed out on the first time around. And then every time I held down the left trigger, I was scanning. I kind of picked that up later. Okay, I gotta have some fun with this. Oh, I completely missed him. Still worked though somehow. Actually, I think Lewis shot him down. Boom! Right in the shoulder and the chest area. Got him. And Lewis is laying the rest of them out. Look at the AI go. So you do have to pick up another AK. Or SMG, or 9mm if you pick that up. I wouldn't recommend picking that up. I could pick it up to show it to you guys, but it's not really worth it. It'd be nice if I could take that microwave, pick it up, throw it at somebody. Now I knew you could pick up fire extinguishers because I did that my first time playing this. Oh, can I pick up that TV? Get rid of you. Also need to heal a little bit. Too much stepping out inside the line of fire to throw things. God, I gotta hit somebody with a TV. Come on. Oh, there's no one left when you go up here. Just blow up the TV, just because I feel like it. I kind of hit somebody with a TV, though. Was there another? I hope there's another TV. I need that. So, find and rescue the remaining hostages. I didn't see, but I'm guessing that was crime that I picked up and not stolen property. More documents. Alright, I'm gonna go with the... I'll keep on the AK for this. When you face criminals who have taken hostages, you have only a few seconds to eliminate the threat and protect the innocent. Use your extraordinary reflexes to meet this challenge. Got it that time. Actually, didn't get that the first time.
Thank God you've come. This lady really needs to see a doctor.
Murphy, these people need help. Why don't you go ahead? I'll stay with them.
Right.
This is Lewis. We have rescued 3 hostages.
It's the reason I went right with the gun first, because the first time I came through here, I took everyone out, and that guy running from the right shot the girl in the head. So it didn't fail me or anything. I just had to keep going knowing that poor hostage didn't make it. And also that I failed at something, which, you know, doesn't feel good. And they know that. So I got this weird line. And at first I thought it was 2 lines, actually. That's weird. I thought it was my screen at first, but I'm now realizing there is these blotches, and it's on purpose. It's the little visor that goes over his eyes. I'm just now noticing this. I don't know if you guys can see it. Maybe it would help to look up against something brighter. Yeah, there's... next to the crosshair right there, there's a couple of lines, but there's more all over the place. You have to really look for them. It's like having a pair of dirty glasses on. Smudges and dots and things, and that wasn't... I was going, damn, my monitor is a mess. It's... through that little visor. It hangs on his mask, or as a part of his mask, hang on to it. It's kind of integrated into it, but yeah, man, the attention to detail, they paid attention to a lot of details. But their attention to detail they put into the game, that's amazing. Again, it won't probably win any Game of the Year, or even get a Game of the Year nomination, obviously, but man, this, for me as a RoboCop fan, I love this so much. And that is not a train going by in the video game. It's a train going by in my neighborhood, if you hear that in the background. I've watched a couple of my videos back, and definitely I hear it every time. You're gonna get a lot of grenades thrown at you in this game. I mean, I understand it because you're playing as RoboCop and something's gotta damage you, right? I just feel it's a little too much, especially just playing on normal difficulty. There's a lot of grenades coming at me. It didn't present to be a problem that ever killed me or anything, but I mean, it's just a lot of grenades. I feel it's a little too much. It can be balanced a little bit better. I mean, why has everyone in Detroit got a damn grenade? Even if it is, you know, RoboCop's version of Detroit. Now, these are the things I was throwing around earlier, last time I played through. Not fire extinguishers, but yeah. These little canisters. Let's use one. Or get one used on ourselves. Ow! And then that one blew up too. Hey, take that. That happened to me exact same way last time too. I gotta learn to get rid of that faster. And I should have known it wasn't a fire extinguisher then, because it blew up on me. Oh, that's like those, man, I can't think of the name of them off the top of my head right now, but it's the canisters, like you go and get filled with gas or whatever for your grill and whatnot. And I didn't recognize that at first. Oh, there's a nice headshot. Up and close. Not as much, you know, splatter as usual. There's just some more brain matter, I guess, to fly around than others. I guess some of these guys are, have less brains than the others, I don't know. I do know I'll take a recovery from that blowing up in my hand, though. Alright. Anybody hiding around over here, I can get the drop on. Not get shot out of my hands. Uh-oh. Maybe I just got that caught on something. Apparently so. Don't get any objects caught on anything. I mean, that is realistic, but kind of annoying too. Oh, how do you feel about that? I guess you don't, because you're dead. This is amazing. I don't know where your gun landed, but I'm going to need that. Ammo. Oh, it lagged a little bit. Cleared the room, I think. No, he's still there. Not anymore. At least one of them's still there. This guy's not. I think he was going to throw a grenade and didn't work out. Yeah, I guess I'll show you guys the 9mm for a second. Why not? And it's just slow. Not very fun. Yep. I mean, it's there as an option, but who would want that option when you can have an AK? And you can sprint. You don't have to move slow like I do, but I try to, I guess, remain traditional to the movies, and I move kind of slow here. Well, kind of slow is not a word for it. Yeah, I definitely move slow. Pistol, though. Look at that. Oh, the blood splatter on the back of the wall, and he fell down to the ground. Perfect. Like I said, you'll see a lot of those recovery charges in this first mission. All right, pick up another one of these canisters here and get ready to throw it. Flammable material. Who in the hell? It didn't even injure me. It apparently killed whoever was shooting at me. Or kind of just not taking up the steps. Okay. Okay, we're safe this time. Come on, somebody jump up here. Oh!
Darling, could you get the napkins from the cupboard?
I still want that.
Sure thing, Mom. What are we having? It's a surprise. Little man, have you washed your hands? Do I really have to? I wasn't playing in the dirt. Of course you do. No more discussion. Alex, what do you think about the color of this dress? I'm not sure if I like the pattern. James really looks up to you. He said in school that he wants to be a police officer just like his dad.
We cannot let him pass!
Yep.
It's your fault they'll die!
I gotta go with a classic on this one. Punch! Are you shooting hostages? That's so wrong of you. Maybe I can throw you out. Or just smash your face into the glass. That works.
Hey, no sudden moves, cop! I'm not dying here! Get me another one of those choppers, like the one that took Soot! You hear me?
You work so hard, honey. Why don't you take some leave? We all could use a little break from this reality, don't you think?
Wakey, wakey! I'm talking to you, Shiny! Stand back from that door, or I'll shoot her! I swear to nuke!
I don't know what I would do if I ever lost you.
You got 3 seconds! 3!
Our family is the only thing I need to be happy.
2! Are you fucking deaf?
Promise me, you will stay like this forever.
1! Last chance, weirdo!
I love you so much, Alice.
You okay there, Murphy? What does it want? Get it away from me!
I am sorry.
Can't you see? It's unstable! Ma'am, please, calm down. It's been a very tough evening, and I assure you that everyone wants to be back home with their families. Though for some of us, the night has just begun.
Everybody's got to be a director. I'm gonna have a camera on. I'm gonna pull it out. Gotta record things. Gotta be ungrateful that your life just got saved. It gets that right too, because it's what you see in the movies.
I can pay my bail now. Cash? No problem. Do you take singles?
Get back in line.
They're here. Good job, Murphy.
I think you're forgetting someone.
Officer Lewis, you were remarkable.
Soot ran off with his tail between his legs.
Would have been nice if we caught him, though.
All right, all right. Are you done with this circle jerk, huh? Good. We've got a problem.
The malfunction caught on camera provokes a question. Can we put our safety into the hands of a machine? Especially one as unreliable as RoboCop. We asked Max Becker, the head of security concepts at OCP.
Now quiet!
We would never put a defective product on the streets. That's not what we do.
We all saw it hesitate in a life-and-death situation. Why? Does it really know right from wrong?
Listen, I would trust this guy with my kids. I mean, if I had any. This was just an isolated glitch. Thank you.
Mr. Becker, I've got more questions.
I just want to snap her little neck. But...
This
he's got a
guy.
point.
He's obviously an OCP employee. Just obvious.
This was not an isolated incident. It's a pattern. A pattern that the old man wants examined and fixed. Time to see what's hiding in that metal head of yours.
We know what's in Murphy's head. It's what's in yours that worries us.
Push me, and you might just find out. You, follow me.
Everyone is dismissed. And Lewis, I need your report on the TV station incident. On the double.
On it, Sarge.
Also love that they used the likeness for Reed as well, because he's really my second favorite character in the movies.
OCP isn't looking to spend a dime on our equipment.
There's my favorite walking, talking law enforcement machine.
Okay, let's get on with it.
Why don't you take a seat for me? That's a nasty scar. I'd like to see the other guy. Am I right?
You do not. Trust me.
Don't mind me. I'll just get this off.
So, here's the deal, Robo. The old man is not happy with your performance. Instead of sending you to the scrapyard as I suggested, he wants to fix you. Hey, pretty boy. You sure know how to make an impression on the ladies.
Doesn't it hurt him?
Hurt? Lady, he's a machine. He's legally dead. We can do whatever we want with him.
No, madam. It does not hurt me physically.
So we're going to equip you with a little monitoring chip. It will do a real-time check of your systems so we can get to the bottom of what the hell is wrong with you. From now on, your performance will be monitored and graded. So better be on your best behavior, huh?
The chip is in. Let's see what we have here.
So yeah, this was the game's way and good enough at introducing your XP, system, introducing secrets you can find, how you do your, what objective you want to go to, main objective, side objective, your skill points, where to all spend it, all in, one nice simple place, and a rating. Replay value, in fact. So yeah, to open the skill screen, just hold left on directional. I missed that last time. You can also basically press select, what I still call select. I don't know what the button's technically referred to today as. I still call it select, like on a PlayStation 2 controller, PlayStation 3 controller. So yeah, you have a variety of things you can do on skill points. I noticed a lot of things I should have had deduction last time. I needed level 2 on it. So I'm going to go with that. And it gives you 10% more experience from notes, which I'm going to try to find a lot of. Especially when I get moving around in the more open world aspect of it, and I get to go do what I want to do, which is different than the first mission. And it's also where I ended things, too, before wrapping up and deciding to do this video.
Well, I can already see some unwanted activity in your hippocampus. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Other than that, everything seems to be installed correctly. To be sure, let's make a simple test to check that all circuits are in order. What are your prime directives?
Serve the public trust. Protect the innocent. Uphold the law.
Okay, nothing disturbed. However, like with any new upgrade, I recommend visiting the range to check if you need calibration.
Is that everything?
Actually, no. Doctor?
Oh, yes, sorry. My name is Dr. Olivia Blanche. I'm a police psychologist. I specialize in dealing with police officers suffering from emotional trauma.
Emotional trauma? Might as well talk to the microwave. It hasn't been working properly either.
OCP wanted to see if you'd be willing to have a talk with me as part of your evaluation. I noticed that a great deal of care has been put into making sure that your mechanical components work. However, one aspect of your composition that has been severely neglected is your human side, your brain.
I agree. If it was up to me, I'd remove it altogether. What do you think, Doctor? Would save us a lot of hassle.
I don't mind the hassle. So what do you say, officer? Is that possibly something that could be of interest to you?
I am not sure.
Robo, Reed wants everyone in the briefing room in 5. It's about the new guy.
Excuse me, Dr. Blanche, but I am needed elsewhere.
But we...
Well, can't say we didn't try. Everyone get back to whatever the fuck you usually do around here.
Man, that guy. What a prick.
Man, I tell you, it was crazy in that TV station.
Good job you had Murphy in with you.
You bet. Without him, we'd all be goners.
There's that accent again. One of those trying so hard because I don't really have a southern accent kind of things. I don't know, maybe that voice actor does, but it feels more like Hacksaw Ridge. Just cringy accent. That's still a good movie. I'm not throwing any shade towards that movie. Just the accent in it that he's trying to pull off. It makes me cringe. I guess me being from the South, it makes me cringe. Although that's not really something I'm proud of. It's not like I'm really proud of where I'm from. I'm not one of those people, but still, it's just whenever I catch someone with one of those accents and they obviously don't have it and they have to do it as part of their voice acting, and just, man, I cringe. But if that's the only negative thing I walk away saying about this game, I'll be positive with that.
My damn locker won't open. Can you try? Wait, what is all this shit doing in my locker?
We wanted you to be safe out there.
It'd have been safe if one of those went off. Yeah. Stuff to scan and find in here.
Murphy, could you please help me out here?
What seems to be the problem, officer?
Reed is in the briefing room, and I have my hands full. There are so many complaints filing in that I can't keep up. It's getting crazy in here. Could you open up another line and help me?
I am here to serve the public trust.
Take the spot on the podium. You're a lifesaver, Robo.
This right here is so cool. Like, I can't think of any game that you play a cop in, which I haven't played many games where you play a cop actually, but you do the little simple things, you know, that is included in the job. Like starting this line for complaints, being one of many, you know, little details that really makes this game. I mean, it's just awesome.
This line is open. Please form an orderly queue.
Officer, I have a problem. My neighbors are hostile toward me. I think it's because they're jealous of my new dog. Why would they get so worked up every time I take him for a walk?
What is his name?
He has a beautiful red coat, so I call him Fire. He likes to hide, so sometimes I have to yell, "Fire! Fire!" to find him. Anyway, can you do something about my neighbors?
You know what? I come from my former neighborhood. We'll say that. I don't come from there because I obviously wasn't born there. But in my last neighborhood before I moved, there was this annoying dog that barked all the time. So to cut this short, yeah.
Your behavior disrupts public order. I must issue a ticket.
That's fine. I don't mind paying the price for having the cutest dog in all of Detroit.
Next, please.
I got something for you, officer.
I know where you can find a wanted criminal. That poster over there says there's a reward for that information. And I want it.
I want details.
Are you blind? I'm the guy from that poster, so... Here I am. Now, give me the money.
I will have to detain you.
Fine, but I still get the reward, right?
No.
You cops don't appreciate honesty.
Take him away. Next, please.
Officer, I would like to report my son missing.
How old is he?
He's 24, but he's never been gone for so long without letting me know.
How long has it been?
Just over 2 days now.
We do not consider an adult missing within 72 hours.
Oh, please, I'm begging you. Something's not right. You really need to find him.
What is his name and address?
George Elkins, 7706 Orchard Avenue.
Let me check. Your son was found dead 2 hours ago.
What? Oh, no.
Seems like she'd be a little bit more upset, but nonetheless, hey, just again, little details like, man, could you imagine doing this? And I hope that there are spots in the game you get to come back and do this more, because I think that's really cool. This is something really cool they put in the game. Again, this makes me want to go buy a pint of ice cream tonight, sit back, go pull out the Blu-ray. I got the trilogy on Blu-ray in there, and I just want to go pull it out of the box, because I mentioned where I moved, right? I still have it packaged up, so I'd have to go digging for it. But I want to watch the trilogy now, the original 3 movies, and just sit back and eat ice cream and enjoy myself, because I mean, I see this, and all I'm seeing and all I'm feeling is the movies themselves, and that is a great feeling to have when you're making a movie or a game. I accidentally said movie, but when you're making a game based on a movie series, great ones such as RoboCop.
I can deal with blood, guts, but puke is a no-go for me. I'll be a sport and move his ass to the drunk tank for me. You've got your special gloves and extra protection, so you shouldn't mind. Just take him downstairs. I owe you one, Murphy. Oh no, the smell is following you. I'm gonna be sick.
I don't remember getting on a roller coaster.
Well, let's not take him in there. Could you imagine? Hang him up on one of those target practice
Who's back home?
racks.
Just toss him in one of the empty cells.
Ah, finally home.
Sleep tight.
Murphy, I heard you're scheduled for calibration. Step right up and press the button when you're ready. 50 points is what OCP calls a passing grade. Shouldn't be a problem to you.
Yeah, let's go.
Unless you try to break the record.
Yeah, sometimes it's better just to do this by the waist.
Good job. I'll let the eggheads know that you're good to go.
Or hip fire, as it's called.
So, what's on today's agenda?
The agenda is that you sit your ass down and listen. It's no secret that crime has been on the rise ever since what the media has named the new guy in town showed up in the city. The word on the street is that he wants to spend a lot of money in old Detroit, and that has made every gang in the city start advertising their services. We need to find him before things get out of control.
Where do we look?
Our best bet is to see if he made contact with the Torchheads. Robo, I want you to start by checking the arcade downtown. It's become a high-activity area for punks.
Understood.
Everyone else, keep your eyes open. Any questions?
Any word on Briggs?
What happened to Briggs?
He's been missing since yesterday.
Shit.
Officer Briggs remains missing. That's over 24 hours since he's been in contact with anyone here.
Are the two cases connected?
No reason to assume so. But if anyone finds Briggs' informant, we might learn something new. All right, now get out there.
Now, as
You go ahead, partner. I need to write this report.
a movie,
And there's something else I need to do first.
you would think Briggs shows up as the bad guy, whether he's the new guy that wants to spend the money, or he plays some part where he's turned into the bad guy somehow. I don't know, it just seems like something the movie would do, so I'm curious to find out what happens with that. I don't think that you can in this demo. You may, I'm not sure. That'll just depend on all the stuff you can do besides the primary objectives, because there is side objectives once you leave here. Or you can just do the primary stuff and it'll tell you, you know, thanks for playing the demo and whatnot. I thought I was going to get that right here. And I was hoping to get to drive, because that would be really cool. But basically he drives to an area where you then get to free roam and either go to the primary objective or side objectives, which that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to focus on side objectives, and there's also miscellaneous things you can do, objectives.
You came to clean up this city, didn't you? It'd be easier to burn it all to the ground. Believe me, just burn it all.
Is that the same man from earlier? When I first started this game, just had a little bit too much alcohol, or maybe too much nuke, maybe a little bit of both. Or did they just figure all homeless people look the same, so they have it the same looking guy, and he's going through the boxes. Okay, there's something you gotta fix right there. If we're looking for things to fix, and it's on a, you know, small scale. Oh, a cat. Can you pet it? Talk to it? You thinking? Nope. This guy just went into the box. Now, it'd make sense if the cat did. Maybe that's his home since he's homeless. I don't know what's going on with that. He went through the box, though. Can't have that. Video rental, $6.
Could you please keep the noise down? You're scaring off my customers.
Can't hear you. Music's too loud.
Good evening. Are those two men bothering you?
First, they harass my customers. Then they threaten to burn down my shop. You need to do something about it, officer.
What do you want, cop? Can't we have a little bit of fun? We did nothing wrong.
I love this. Look, you can make these decisions on how you want to interact with people. So, depending on how you are in video games, if you want to be nice to the NPCs, if you want to give them a second chance, kind of thing, or if you want to be total prick like I like doing.
Your volume control seems to be broken.
Leave it! That's brand new! I've only stolen...
Thanks, officer.
I can just see it now. Like people putting shorts and reels together of a really bad, annoying song that comes out in the future or one from the past, and having him just go over and say her knob seems to be broken, and I can fix it, and smashes it. I mean, it's great. That is such an 80s scene. It also reminds me of the scene from Friday the 13th. It's in Manhattan. Jason takes over New York. Or Manhattan, I think is the tagline, something like that. Part 8. Anyway. And he's coming down the street and he's, kicks their radio and it goes flying, or their boombox, and it gets busted up. But, yeah. Go in the story. I didn't do that last time. Kind of scan more too, because I didn't scan a lot last time. So that was one of the miscellaneous objectives you can do. Yeah, let's check out, let's see. Objectives right here. Yeah, police work. Confiscate stolen items and crime evidence. So that's the only one I can do right now. There is like one of 6 of these interventions you can make where you talk to people and help with little small things. So that was kind of like an introduction to it, but it's still not showing it here. And I guess you have to start with the primary objectives until you run into a side objective. So there's a lot to do in this demo here. We're already an hour in. Of course, I've gone a little bit slow in comparison to some of the videos out there that I saw. They were like, I didn't actually watch them, but I could see that they were an hour and 30 to, well, like an hour and 13 to an hour and 33 minutes long, I think. The shortest one I saw was an hour and 13 minutes, and the longest I saw was an hour and 33. Before I go in there, just check out some of the city. Just scan a little bit. I mean, I don't see any cars coming through here, so let's take up the middle of the road. Issuing tickets. So this might start it off. As a police officer, you can issue tickets for misdemeanors, like public drinking and disorderly conduct, or traffic violations. So yeah, you hold left trigger again for the RoboCop vision, and you identify, you know, people breaking the law, basically. Parking meter.
What? Someone knocked out his teeth, including the gold one. He's asking if anyone found it.
No, but I'm gonna give him a parking ticket. Well, maybe it's not him, but somebody's getting a parking ticket.
For some, to learn how not to lose the track of time is to learn how not to lose their money.
What is this anyway? Some kind of brothel? I mean, it's supposed to be movie theater, I'm guessing, yeah. But what else are you doing when you lose track of time in a movie theater? Oh, probably seeing that movie twice. Alright, I'm gonna, even though RoboCop doesn't sprint, well, I see him run all that much in his movies, which is about as fast as he's running. And yeah, definitely start moving around a little bit quicker. I'm gonna have a 3-hour video here.
Oh, crap! Give me back my money, you piece of shit!
Don't you cops ever get bored with harassing successful entrepreneurs?
Hey! This shit is rigged!
That's a serious accusation, kiddo. Someone might think I would allow such illegal activity in my high-class business, which I do not. Now get lost.
You work for Soot. Tell me where to find him.
You cops are giving me a stomach ulcer. Stop asking me about guys I don't know.
Withholding information can lead to bigger trouble than a stomach ulcer.
Look, I'm a busy man, so I'm going back to my office now. Why don't you join me there, and we'll talk. Oh, on second thought, you can't do that, 'cause you don't have a warrant, do you?
What a douchebag.
Come back with a warrant, cop.
You can use RoboCop vision to investigate the area. Best way to describe that, not to have to read all that. Just go into RoboVision here and you can investigate.
Have you witnessed the owner participating in any criminal activity?
Are you kidding me? Half the things I've seen around here would be enough to put him behind bars for a decade.
Let us hear your statement.
No way, dude. He might be a douchebag, but if you lock him up, this place will get closed down, and where am I supposed to play hooky then?
Children should not skip school. It is important for them to attend every single class.
I stopped listening after should.
What if I grab you by the throat and recreate a scene from the second movie with an arcade system? You don't have to hear it, you can just feel it. Slouching detected, irrelevant to the case. 90% of the people that's going to be playing this are going to be slouching when they read that. That's great. Expelled gastric content irrelevant to the case. Or as George Carlin once said. Oh, man. Involuntary protein spill, as George Carlin once said. I almost forgot to tell you what George Carlin once said. Took quite the pause. What's going on with his this kid over here? Something else gamers do. What is it? Bloodshot eyes caused by sleep deprivation. Irrelevant to the case. What are you looking at before I put you through that arcade system? I'll go from RoboCop to Terminator. Uh-oh. A syringe with traces of lubricant? Okay, you guys got to tell me what you're doing with that. You got to get in the comments section and tell me what you're doing with syringes filled with lubricant. Is it just like, you know, an encase prepare thing? Goodness.
Such amazing colors. And there's not one, but two of you? From now on, I promise, I will cherish you more often.
Okay, that's definitely not him talking. You.
Your body readings suggest substance misuse.
Oh man, a real like TJ Laser? You are so incredibly shiny! I'm definitely getting more of this stuff.
Who sold you drugs?
I really shouldn't say, but you are my TV heroes. Alright. All of the arcade staff will sell to you, as long as you got cash. Unfortunately, I'm broke, but I have a great idea. You could help me sneak into the basement? They keep a huge stash of goodies down there.
Drugs in the basement? I will take care of that.
Would you really do that for me? Way to go, TJ!
Shouldn't I be calling somebody, you know, in to come arrest that kid?
Is that the ocean?
Okay. What the hell's wrong with him? I think it's more than just drugs. Anything in here? Oh, look at this. Ah. Soot, my business partner, so that'll be a new clue obtained. Alright. I am the warrant.
Open the door. I have the warrant.
Oopsie. I think I dropped my key.
He has the warrant. What'd you do? Like, send it over some Wi-Fi in your skull or something?
That will not be a problem.
Oh! Well, that's what you get for being a smartass. You get whipped by a door. I would have loved to, I need somebody to mod this game when it comes out and give me this camera this camera angle right here of when that door slaps that son of a bitch straight down there. I want to see that. I just want about right here. Be perfect. Maybe a little bit more field of view. Uh-oh.
Oh shit, RoboCop!
Surrender your weapons.
Why did I'm sitting there pressing the trigger, getting ready to shoot, and the first thing he's got to do is load it up. Shouldn't have been ready to go. Come here. Throw you and your buddies. You were not going to want to do that. Break your neck on that chair. Okay, I took a little bit of damage there. Let's see if I can find some health. Go ahead and repair some. Look, I was busy doing stuff. I didn't get to throw a TV at somebody earlier, but this'll work. Oh! Threw the TV and it looked like his head just exploded. Like he's wearing that TV as a fucking hat. That's great. Say nuke or get lost. Okay, go back and read that later. New skill point available. Just one though. And I think, like I was talking about in the skills, I think this just has to be level 2, but I don't know what's considered second level. You would think spending 2 points on it would be considered, but maybe that's not. So I'm just going to keep spending every bit of XP I get on this, because later on I will be doing side objectives and I'll come up and try to scan things and it'll say deduction needs to be level 2. So I'm just going to spend all my skill points here. Again, make sure I collect everything. It may take me a little bit longer. Oh yeah. Don't want a chair. Or not. Probably gonna have to open that door first.
Open the door, or you will regret it.
Can't a guy just sell drugs to kids without you harassing him every 5 minutes? Who am I hurting, huh? They all want it.
Where do I find Soot?
Well, if that's the case, shut it, bozo! Unless you want to end up in the ghost house like that cop's informant! And don't you dare open that door, I'll shoot you!
One of you is not a real Torchhead, but just an imitator.
I knew there was something off about you! Me? It's you! I always suspected you never went through initiation. Take that back! Or what?
You hot-headed bastards!
For fuck's sake, don't shoot! I'm gonna open the door!
Tell me, where can I find Soot?
Straight to business, huh? Looks like you're my type of guy. But even if I wanted to help you, I can't. Only his closest people know his whereabouts. I just distribute his stuff, and to be completely honest, I don't want or need to know more than when the next shipment is coming.
You must know the location they mentioned. Tell me where they took the police informant.
And if I tell you, what's in it for me?
Interrogation sequence initiated.
You can't do it! I'm a respectable citizen, and I have complex health conditions! Okay, fine, I'll talk! They've taken him to the ghost house. It's what they call one of their sites. From what I've gathered, it's that big, burned-down building, a bit down the road. Anyway, That's all I know.
That will have to suffice for now.
So yeah, there is a second way you can do that. Obviously you breach, and when you breach, you kill everybody. So let's see here. Let's recover. Take that recharge. As long as I got one in any serious manner, I go through, it's okay. So that's why I get a little trigger happy and try to get right up on them and shoot, and then sometimes I get a little grab happy or whatever, and I want to grab them and throw them into things. You take some damage doing that, but really, as long as you're left with one recharge for healing, I mean, playing on this difficulty, you should be fine. Desk button was $62. A armored gate was $2,340. I don't know what kind of size that armored gate is, but could you imagine how much an armored gate would be right now in 2023 and the installation price on that? The installation price would be probably the amount of the armored gate is there in the armored gate, probably be like, what, 10,000? I don't know. I don't know what size armored gate this is talking about. But yeah, I've noticed the prices of things. If you're like the $6 rental on a videotape, what is that? Like, that was like, well, you can just get Netflix now for $9, and then this has armored gates seemingly cheaper than it would be in our time. So this was like their version of the future when they were recording it, or filming the films back in, what was the first one, like 87 or something like that? Well, I gotta look that up now because I'm curious. I know the second one was 1990, so let's just say that, you know, back when they were filming the second movie, this was, of course, this is when this is based off of, obviously. This arcade area is really a throwback to one of the scenes in the second movie. So in this, they kept to, again, original source material, they kept to what obviously their ideas were for prices of the future when they were thinking about it, when they were writing and filming this movie, versus what our prices actually are today. So that's pretty neat. And again, just the attention to detail. It's much like the what I thought was a dirty screen, but is actually just his little visor. You can see it more too if I do the not on it. Yeah, like there. There's a little dirtiness you can see if you're looking at arcade, and you can see it better if you do the robo mode. Notice that too. Just the attention to details. So I mentioned there's a second way to do this, and if you breach, you can come in here and you got to scan these photos, these files, and that phone to get an answer on where to go, and you obviously shoot, again, everyone dead. Note with safe code combination. So see, I didn't get that last time because I didn't have the level 2 deduction. So yeah, it is at level 2. And now I can open this, which required level 6. And that's more crime evidence I get to collect. So even the demo gives you replay value.
Stay here. Dispatch. Requesting a squad car.
There it is. Should have been doing that for that druggie in the bathroom. It's the first time I played this. I don't know why. I kept missing that druggie in this bathroom stall. I thought it was someone taking a shit, and I'm just like, man, no, I'm not going to walk on that while I'm recording. And I was recording that first video, but it doesn't have any commentary because, well, I had the microphone on, but unfortunately it wasn't hearing me for whatever reason, had some glitch. Then, you know, I had to test it, see what was going on, restart the computer. Now everything seems to be working fine. Yeah, it took me forever initially. I was on this for a while. And yeah, no more sleep deprived kids hanging out at the Raz arcade machine here. And if that kid was not, you know, had sleep deprivation before, he's definitely gonna have it now. Sushi. Can't believe I just messed that up. I was gonna say sushi, but apparently my brain didn't want to. Anyway, this reminds me of like that ninja game where you can slice up a bunch of, I think it's sushi. Might be fruits. It's like a ninja slash game that was on mobile. I don't think that was the name of it though. Just like looking at the name of some of these arcades. I don't know, I find it interesting. Super Void. See if there's any Easter eggs to anything. Like, I'm gonna be paying attention because I never did really. I just always known of the arcade scene in RoboCop 2. I'm gonna be paying attention now if I see any of these. Because this game has, again, incredible attention to detail. I mean, if you're going to put the lines and smudges on your vision, well, on RoboCop's vision, then I gotta imagine this is stuff you're going to see in the movie. So I'm just trying to take note, a little bit of memory of some of this stuff. Ground Zero. Yeah, isn't that the name of the arcade in the movie? I'm gonna have to look that up too. At some point. (1987) was when that first RoboCop movie came out.
Murphy, this is Reed. Mayor Kuzak just stormed into my office. Apparently, his niece's car has been stolen. Find it. This goes to the top of your priority list. You can start by asking about it at some of the local garages. For the record, it's a blue SUX 6000, registered to Melissa Kuzak.
A blue SUX. Another throwback.
Nice shiny armor, officer. Wanna be my knight?
Nice accent. And no. I'll pass. There it is. Serve and protect. So, we got one of 6 violations that I've found. Wonder how to find the other violations. Let's just mark that as to track. Exclamation mark. Must be it. Hey, is that not just drunk and disorderly conduct right there? Well, the guy going through the box earlier, that had to be.
Hey, Robo, can you help me out here?
Be a man, pig. Why make such a big deal?
How can I assist you, officer?
I'm trying to catch this one shifty dealer. This guy steals nuke from other pushers to sell it at half price. This dopehead buys from him but won't tell me his whereabouts.
I don't know any dealer.
You were carrying for 3 different pushers, so you either like to walk for miles to buy nuke, or you appreciate a discount.
Don't take it out on me, because the guy broke your nose?
As you can see, he doesn't want to cooperate.
No, let's make him cooperate then.
Do not worry. According to my directives, there are several ways to convince him to cooperate.
I ain't gonna let it reprogram my brain. We can talk, but don't let it drill into my head, okay? The guy's name's Maurice, but I don't know where to find him. I always arrange a place over a payphone. I'll give you the number.
Let's hope it works. The dealer knows where the others hide their stash. We could collect nuke from the whole neighborhood if we get to him.
I will take care of it.
But you need to find a payphone first. Try near the supermarket. I think at least one of them hasn't been smashed by vandals yet.
Alright, to the supermarket we go. So, is that considered... This is another side objective. Yeah, sure is. Not part of the serve and protect. I guess you just kind of have to look out for this stuff. That's a little broken. Yeah, no shit. Violation. Hazardous oil spillage. Can issue a ticket.
One that likes swimming in oil surely must be swimming in money.
Well, I mean, if you have... My God, if you have an oil leak that bad... What is this supposed to be? Like... Dodge? Obviously can't say, but it's modeled after such. Oh, stick shift. Area investigation. Is there anything more to investigate? Oh yeah, looking for a telephone. Near the supermarket.
Hey, I'll learn less if you hang around here.
Like this guy missing? You have something to do with that? Yeah, probably have to go back towards the supermarket. All Megastore. There we go.
Mike was driving and we heard what we thought was a blown tire, but it was just a gunshot.
What?
Is this Maurice?
Listen, man, I'm really swamped with the laundry right now, so make it quick.
So I've tried the too busy to earn some money. He knows it's RoboCop from the sound of his voice. I don't know if this would play out differently if I pick something else. I'm gonna go with just keeping it simple at the top. See what happens.
Could you advise me how a person who would like to try nuke should go about it?
You're hoping to get your first bag for free? No way! I'm selling at half price anyway! But wait, Your voice.
No, doesn't make a
You
difference.
sound like
A future happy customer.
fucking RoboCop. You wanna bust me? Why don't you do a better job of finding guys who vandalize phone booths? I'm losing customers because they can't find working payphone in this goddamn... What the fuck is it this time?
Anybody home? Don't hide, Maurice. It's just a friendly visit. You like to do laundry? You should try working at the laundromat instead of violating the basic rules.
RoboCop, you have to help me! The back of the red building by the supermarket. Apartment 6. There's some guys here. I think they mean business. Hurry!
He's on the phone.
Alright, again, time to start taking off.
And she takes off her top and says,
Hey, this is a private conversation, pig.
Anything illegal going on right here? Anything I can scan? A reason to shoot either one of them would be nice. I gotta make sure to look at the vehicles for parking violations, 'cause apparently that's going to be all the miscellaneous objectives. Like this one, I wasn't sure. I didn't check it last time. I didn't check to see primary, secondary, and miscellaneous until I was pretty much done. Then I noticed, I was like, oh, hey, I could have gone here and looked at my objectives. So yeah, serve and protects to a 6 was definitely going to be, says signs of law breaking, you know, disorderly conduct, violation of rules, and other misdemeanors. So there may be a person, there may have been just 2 vehicles, and that was my finding of the first 2 vehicles. I don't know. That one I do not know. So that will be at least one thing that's new that I haven't done yet. Now, I had a glitch last time I did this mission. I'll point out where that is, and we'll see if it happens again. My first known issue I found with this game, then my second playthrough, I found an issue on my first recording where when I'm running with Lewis, if I try to punch someone or grab someone that she's also shooting at and she happens to kill them in the process of me punching it, it'll completely go like this. I can't pull out my gun or anything. He'll just put his gun away and you can't do anything at all. So had to restart back up again. Of course, that was the first mission and I barely got into that. But, so that's 2 known glitches. Let's see if this one happens. Oh, you definitely knew we were going to find some nuke in here. Psychoactive substance detected. Damaged phone. Yeah, definitely. Fake money. We'll take that. Crime evidence. Take that nuke. I actually read a little bit of that this time, so I can figure out why those guys are even after him to begin with. Which the cutscene should also, you know, take care of that. I don't remember the cutscene because there's a glitch that came soon after. Stolen wallet. Signs of forced entry. Something else apparently I'm missing. I can see the footsteps. I don't know if there's something I'm supposed to initially look at that lets me see the footsteps. Oh, yep, right here. You can really see them now. Or now. It sounded like I said Mao for some reason. But you can really see them now. Man, every time I turn on a microphone, all of a sudden I'm mumbling. Or fumbling, stuttering. I do not make a great live commentary guy. I'm going to have to start making separate tracks and editing this stuff. At one point, I did move over and do a review of a video game because I thought reviews would fit me better as much as I stumble and fumble. But it's just not my style. Well, actually, now that I look at it, my monitor is a mess.
I'll never touch your stuff again, I swear!
That's not why we're here.
So what do you want? The money? I have your money.
You only have half of it, and that's the problem.
Just in different places. My monitor, that is.
That makes my customers complain about my prices.
It ain't nice, Maurice!
Maybe you think that building a customer base by selling your product under its manufacturing costs is a good idea.
Under what?
But it's not. Such practices are spoiling the market.
It's been proven time and time again that such action leads to a reduction of future demand, yours included. Antitrust laws are there for a reason.
Shit, Maurice! All we want to say is that you violate the basic rules of the market with your predatory pricing. We can't just go along with that.
It's unfair and unethical!
Not to mention illegal.
The fuck?
You are under arrest. Come quietly, or this may be the last economics discussion you will ever have.
Get him!
Alright, so this is where the glitch happened after I shoot these guys, and they do have their last economics discussion. Puts away the gun and then he can't move. Didn't happen. Went into the cutscene.
Shit, man. Why did you do that?
Yeah, it doesn't go into cutscene. You just stand there.
There are serious charges against you, Maurice. However, you can hope for a reduced sentence if you reveal where these 3 dealers keep their drugs.
Or I can jump into that pile of garbage below. A few bruises is better than jail.
Do you know what the likelihood is of surviving that?
I know the hood better than you do, cop. So try some different talk, or I'll jump.
Even if you escape Soot is out to get you, you will be safer in prison.
I missed our meeting. I was busy, but he doesn't get that. Doing laundry is important to me. It relaxes me.
If you cooperate, you can get a job at the prison laundry.
You mean I eat and live for free? And I do what I like to do anyway? I feel like I won the lottery, man! I'll tell you where these jerks kept the stuff, but I have to have our deal in writing.
I feel like that was more of a dig at the real life than it was making him a weirdo. Nope, it didn't happen this time. So, the last time when I finally got that to work, the guy on the far left that I shot in the face, he falls off the roof. Up there. He landed right there where the cop car took off. And just completely runs over him. It's absolutely hilarious. So, that's something you should try if you play this, is when you shoot that guy, make sure he's the first guy you shoot and shoot him quick in the face, and he falls off right in front of that cop car. I don't even see him at all, so I must have not shot him off the roof. Well, that's unfortunate. It's just a little something funny you can do. I don't know why I thought it was funny. I find those things humorous. Maybe because the inner child that grew up playing Mortal Kombat.
Heard your daughter was
Oh yeah, look at the fire.
executive. Huh?
The fire does to his
Why
screen.
not ask her for help?
I'd rather ask the devil.
It goes over his eyes.
My daughter is cold.
You can really see it.
Why do you think they promoted her in the first place?
And what's hilarious is my monitor does actually have, it's not this bad, but it actually is kind of dirty. So I wasn't wrong on some places, was my monitor, and then some places was his vision. I figured that out just now, but there's some place I can go into.
Evening, officer.
Evening. Oh, look at that. Doesn't hurt to go into some stores.
Dad, what does eviction mean? And who's a debt collector? Why can't I open the door for him? Dad, tell me the truth. Are we poor? Dad? Dad!
Tired of your kids asking annoying questions? You just want to relax after a long day of work, but someone won't let you?
Are we going to be okay? Dad, I'm scared.
Snoozers. Sleeping pills for kids. Just one pill can guarantee 5 hours of peace. Nap time just became your decision. Sleep tight, son.
I'm tired.
Because you deserve a peace of mind, too.
That's fantastic. Like, that is definitely something I could see them advertising on commercials in the movie. That's ridiculous, but hilarious. And something I assure you many of Americans would actually buy. And they do. They do buy these things. What is that stuff? I can't think of it right at the moment. I've seen a lot of people give it to their hyperactive kids running around making a mess at 10 a.m., 10 p.m. and they need to be asleep. Not to give them a nap in the middle of the day for being, kids, but yeah. Haven't heard the name of it in so long, I can't remember it. Video rentals. Looks like the movie that's in theaters is also the same movies you can rent.
Shaking in your boots. Look, RoboCop is here. We're safe.
Yeah, like, what time is it? I mean, this place is obviously closed. Yeah, 3 movies, 7 days for $7.99. I can't remember. I mean, there was Blockbuster when I was a kid. Went there a lot. There's actually another place that besides Blockbuster that was... Man, I can't remember it, but it was a bigger place. I'd go. I want to say it was movie something, like red and black, maybe. More like red and blue was their colors. And it was a rental store, and I would go there and rent Sega Genesis games all the time. But I can't remember what the deals and prices was. I mean, I can't remember these things. I'm currently searching it on my phone. If anybody don't know why there's a stop and incomplete silence, because I want to try to remember. Movie gallery. That was it. Okay, it was a movie something. Yeah, I can't remember what their deals used to be, but had movie gallery growing up. I remember getting the Bourne Identity on VHS from there. Getting the movie Friday and Next Friday on VHS there. And those were the back in the days when you could hook up to, VCRs together and record the movie on a tape, take the video back, and you were all set. You had the movie forever, and you took their movie back to them. You'd have to go pay full price. Of course, they got smart about that. At some point or another, you would try to, take a VHS tape, and once you hit record on the other VCR, the screen would just go completely crazy, and it looked like it was tearing looks like it was tearing apart. It was basically tearing the screen. It had some kind of way of knowing that's what you were doing, so it wouldn't play correctly. Which is pretty wild to think, they were doing some kind of copyright protection back then, and a VCR would know. Of course, a lot of people are going to watch this and be like, what's this guy talking about? VCR, VHS tapes, that's the thing of the past. What do we... Most people watching might not even know what it is at all. It was a lot of good times, though. Used to go, me and my mom and sister going to the movie gallery. There is things... My childhood was one of horror, but there is a few things I really do miss. I guess the way certain things were.
No short-term investments, not in this market. We're looking at an annual return of 9.2% if you diversify your portfolio based on the volatility report. Deferred profit shares are where it's at. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
But you're homeless.
That's what I'm saying. I was literally gonna say, but you're homeless. Like, who has this conversation while homeless? I don't know. Maybe you do. I mean, I've been there. I've had a time where I was sleeping in my vehicle, and I don't remember anybody having that conversation with me. I mean, I wasn't homeless by any means. It was it was a choice to be in my vehicle, but I didn't want to be at home living where I was at the time. And there was a time I ran away, so I guess technically, even if it wasn't for very long, that conversation didn't pop up with anybody.
Oh shit! It's a metal freak!
You need to be taught.
Here we go. More shooting. Ooh, hey, there's a TV. Gotta get down to like one person, throw that TV. I think I just walked into like the last primary mission. But no worries, because you can continue to go around and do secondary missions. If that is so. Yeah, it's a good thing I got my health right now then. Yeah, that part right there. We're gonna go grab. I think I can throw this TV all the way up there at him. I think that TV gave up, but he can fall down. He took a couple. I think his finger hit the trigger. He took a couple more shots on his way down. Yes, I killed somebody with a TV. I missed that television last time I came through here. For now, yeah.
Let's give him a one.
Now, I think it is important that, and I'm glad they included, you do look down the iron sights on the AK. Yeah. I know you guys see that LMG sitting over there, and you're wondering, am I going to pick it up? Am I going to use it? You are wondering correctly. And this might be the only time it actually makes sense for someone to hold an LMG this smoothly, because I mean, the strength of RoboCop, right? Hey, I didn't get to throw a chair at anybody earlier. Oh, man, what a throw of the chair. Is there any more? That chair just absolutely, I mean, it was a home run. Guess there's no one else. Seemed like there was one more. Man, you just got annihilated, killed by a chair. How many grenades you guys gotta throw? So I'll do some healing. RoboCop doesn't take any fall damage. Well, I'm glad. Because that would be bad. Is there anything I'm missing I could take around here? Is there one of those notes I can scan to get the code for that? I wonder if I drop the chair or you take the chair with me. If it'll take any fall damage. Let's go find out. Ow. Doesn't look like it took any damage, it just looks like it clipped to the door. Now I can't grab it. Man, I wanted to throw that chair at somebody again. Oh, so that would let me recharge health. There's another reason to play through again. Or you know what? I think I can reset my skill points pretty much at any time. I could start recharging. I do think that is the case. Maybe I can't reset them anytime. It doesn't show anything about reset. That would be a cool feature though. Like even if it had to come at some kind of cost or something, that would be nice. Boom. Whoa. Get away from those grenades. Boom! Head splattered everywhere. Take that. I'm ready to throw a grenade of my own. That's right. Get out of here. Because I got plans for this guy. Yeah, come here. Let's see. Ooh, little bitty television set this. That was not satisfying. No good noise with that or anything. Hey. Yeah, get out of here. Oh, you're more than that. Come here. Oh! That's a broken neck. I'll take this. I'll definitely take one of those. Incriminating pictures. And I'll fill that back up. Yes, definitely. Never know when I'm going to need that. I know I'm going to need to shoot again at some point, right? So, might as well have it. Where does this lead to? Anything important? Anything I can grab? I think it's... Oh, I gotta leave later.
Are you the police informant? Do you know where I can find Soot?
Oh man, all great questions, but could you untie me first? They really outdid themselves with these knots.
Talk.
Hey, I don't know how you usually operate, but that type of information don't come free.
And my service is free.
No, of course not. You're right. You did save my skin. So, it seems that the new guy saw the punk's attack on the TV station and decided to meet with Soot on their turf. The meeting is supposed to take place tonight during Soot's concert.
Concert?
I know. I'm not really a fan of his music myself. But that's not what those shows are really about. Why don't we, get out of here, huh?
Lewis, Soot is meeting the new guy tonight at the old slaughterhouse.
Copy that. Pick me up at the station. I'll grab my gear. By the way, I've got something for you, Murphy.
They call me Pickles. And you guessed it, there's a funny story behind that name. This one time, I saw Torchhead stealing a delivery truck. I went after them, hoping that a VCR would fall off the back of the truck, you know? But it turned out to be groceries, so they left it. I made a pretty penny that day selling pickles. Still have a couple of jars laying around if you want them.
So you are an opportunist.
Hey, I prefer street entrepreneur. You know what they say, good business is where you find it.
Alrighty then. Pickles. Pickles it is. Supposed to be escorting Pickles out. Is he going to follow? Okay, there he comes. Scan around again, make sure not missing anything I could be picking up.
It's nice to be free again. Thanks, Tin Man. Hey, did Briggs tip you off that I might be here?
Officer Briggs?
Yeah, he's my police go-to guy.
Officer Briggs is missing.
Missing? Shit. May our city have mercy on him.
How do you know Officer Briggs?
We go back a long way. He gave me a helping hand when I hit rock bottom. And I've been in his debt ever since. He even introduced me to his family. Great kid and wife, though his missus don't seem very fond of me.
Do you think Briggs is in trouble?
I really don't know. Last time I saw him, he was going to check a case of missing bodies. He sounded like a bogus lead, so I didn't press him. Funnily enough. He always tells me to be careful when getting info. But the truth is, I'm not the one running around Gangster's Paradise dressed in blue.
Gangster's Paradise. Alright.
Need to go. Duty awaits.
About that, I've got a favor to ask. I know that Briggs is missing, but I've got something that belongs to him. He must have misplaced it the last time he visited my crib, and it's kind of weighing me down.
What is it?
It's his wristwatch. Now, I feel bad holding on to it. Could you please give it back to his family?
This is stolen property, and you expect me to return it?
Gee, that sounds bad when you say it like that, but still, you shouldn't let me hold on to expensive things. That's how I ended up in this situation in the first place.
I will make sure they receive it from the repentant thief.
Oh, boy. You're a tough negotiator. But surely you don't mean now. I gotta chillax after all this.
We will proceed with haste.
Oh, for God's sakes, man. As you command, Officer Steely. Hey, Tin Man. Over here. This is where Briggs lives. Let's get this over with. His watch is burning a hole in my pocket.
Yeah, sure it is.
Apartment 21. Oh man, my hands are sweaty.
Are you going into a drug-related withdrawal? Do you require medical assistance?
What? No, I'm just nervous. Me and Gail have a complicated relationship. She's good at reading people, and I'm the type of person that doesn't like to be read. I know that inevitably I'll do something she doesn't approve of.
Like steal a watch?
Like steal a watch.
Do you need medical assistance? Are you going into withdrawal? That's perfect.
That's it. Deep breath. Let's do this. You first.
RoboCop. Are you here about Mike?
Yes, I am sorry to hear about your husband.
Oh, no, 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 no. This junkie is not coming inside. What else are you gonna steal?
Funny you should say that.
I can't stand him. I'm sure he has something to do with Mike being missing. Are you any closer to finding my husband?
We are still looking. Is there anything more that you can tell me about his disappearance?
I've already reported what I know, but if you have any more questions, shoot.
I heard that he was looking into reports of bodies going missing.
An old lady approached him at the precinct and told him a sob story about how she couldn't afford to bury her husband. Can you believe that? Anyway, when she finally collected enough money and went back to the morgue, only to find that they had lost her husband's body, Mike went to check it out and never came back.
Where was the last location that he was seen?
I remember him telling me that he was leaving his jurisdiction, that's where the leads were taking him. I tried to convince him not to go. It seemed dangerous, but he felt sorry for that old lady. He went against his own rules and me. He left angry because we'd been arguing.
Do you remember the exact location?
He never told me, but maybe it's in his files.
Why do you think that Pickles is involved in your husband's disappearance?
My husband's a good man. Sometimes too good for his own sake. He believes in second chances, even if someone doesn't deserve them.
Like Pickles?
That unappreciative asshole constantly gets himself into trouble. I mean, who's always there to get him out? You guessed it. Salt of the earth, Mike. Pickles has a bad influence on my husband.
This guy is just a saint.
I need for now.
Knowing you're on the case makes me a little less anxious, RoboCop. Now I just need to break it down for our son.
He does not know?
I didn't know how to tell him. He's a smart kid, and I think he suspects something. Could you maybe tell him to come home? It's getting late, and the streets aren't safe these days. He normally dawdles, but having you tell him should light a fire in his britches.
I will make sure that he returns home, madam.
Thank you. He's playing on the basketball court nearby with his friends.
Getting late. It's only been nighttime since I've started this game. It's beyond late. This guy seems like, too good to be true to be a saint, so he could come up in the story as a bad guy still. But there's a part of me that's wanting to say, okay, this guy's actually okay. He went missing.
That went pretty much as expected.
And missing usually means dead.
Done.
We're not?
You still have that watch, do you not? There is someone who needs to learn what time it is.
Is that a movie quote or something? I'm pretty sure I heard that somewhere.
Could you move down the stairs any slower? I mean, I thought I'd been moving slow, just so, the scenery could be seen, but goodness. This guy.
We must get to the basketball court.
That's just around the corner. Are we playing? What's that got to do with time? Is it like time to kick my ass?
We are going to remind Gale's son that it is past curfew.
Oh, Daniel. Sure. Bummer. He's not here. Maybe these guys saw him?
Remains of a crime scene. The chalk line. I said remains, but the chalk line of a crime scene.
Good evening, citizens. I need...
Need what? Some spare parts? Hey, there's a mechanic up the road.
I'm an ankle breaker too. Yeah, we'll go with that.
You are not the only ankle breaker on this basketball court.
And that's letting you off easy. I've seen him do way worse for less.
Shit, I was just messing with you. What do you need?
We're looking for a kid. His name's Daniel. He was playing here earlier.
Why? Is it past his bedtime?
It is.
Yeah, I saw a couple of kids drawing with chalk they found lying around that crime scene over there.
Thank you for the information.
Congrats, guys. You just became police informants. It has its perks. You'll love it. I see a couple of drawings over there.
This was drawn not long ago.
Ah, there's more over there.
Do you know, at first I thought I heard a train in the background on the game, and now I realize it's the train tracks that I live next to. A train's actually going over. Just great. Man, I didn't think that through before getting this place. Just didn't think it through. Oh yeah, you know, walk through the house, I should have been like, when I'm on YouTube, what if that thing goes by I'm on the microphone? Oh, maybe I can just hit the mute button. But then what if the wire on said microphone is a little touchy, so if I hit the mute button, I take a chance completely disconnecting the microphone. And that's probably what happened to me before on the video that it didn't work on. You know, you just bump it a little bit and the wire's touchy and don't work. So then again, maybe I just need to buy a better microphone. But that thing comes through when I'm talking, and I just sometimes, you know, don't want to randomly stop the video, pause the game, whatever it may be, and hit the mute button. So sometimes it's just inevitable. It's going to happen. It's still going by. I'm trying to wait for it to go by. But you know what? Forget it. No telling how long it's been going by.
Man, are we really jaywalking? That's a $100 fine. Huh. I guess we're conducting an investigation.
It's just I got the headphones on, so I don't hear it a lot until sometimes I go back and play back some of my videos, and then I hear it.
Daniel!
See, that is the train in the game going by. The subway. No, yeah. Railroad tracks here above me. See if I can actually see it. Yep, there it went. So you can actually see it, not just hear it. Not just sounds you get of the city. You gotta make sure you see the sounds.
Shoe print, size 7.
That's gotta be his.
There's some nothing over here. I was gonna say there was something, and then there's nothing.
What about over there?
No, it is locked. They did not go inside.
Well, that train goes by a lot more on here that does my place, I could imagine. being like, say I was in an apartment building, being that close, the train coming by and trying to sleep at night, I can't imagine what that's like. I mean, I guess I can imagine what that's like. Technically, I don't live that close, but I live that locked garage door to that locked garage door, pretty much double that distance. So close enough to be an annoyance and obviously come to the microphone.
So I guess you have like a scanning thing in your eyes.
Yes, it allows me to see things that are not there anymore.
Oh, so it's kind of like Nuke.
Huh. It's kind of like Nuke.
They threw out the chalk here.
Must have found something more interesting. What the fuck?
That was close.
We better hurry.
Gunshot.
Do it. Come on. End him.
What are you waiting for? Fuck him up. He's laughing at you.
Hey, what the hell's going on over there? Yo! Daniel!
Oh no. It's the cops.
I don't want to go to jail for this shit.
Is that a gun? Oh, you're in so much trouble, kid.
No, it's not.
Whoa!
Wow.
What the hell? You're lucky that Tin Man here doesn't have a real heart. He'd have a hole in it right about now.
Sorry, sir.
You will be once your dad hears about this.
My dad's missing, so he can't tell me nothing. My mom said that he's out on an assignment, but I know the truth. He's not coming back.
Why'd you say that?
He's always been a stickler for following the rules. I guess that's why he's missing. Cops can't shoot without giving a warning, and someone got the drop on him. But that's not gonna happen to me. I'm going to be the one that shoots first. That's why my friends say...
Your friends are knuckleheads. If you listen to them, you're a knucklehead too. Come on. Sit down. We need to talk. Those friends of yours, they take the easy way out. You don't want to go down that road. It leads to a dark, lonely place. Do you know why your dad is such a stickler for the rules?
'Cause he's a chump.
Because it's the right thing to do. It's not always easy to do the right thing. It takes strength.
And you think my dad has that kind of strength?
Are you kidding me? Your father has enough strength for the both of us. He even helped an ungrateful addict that he found in one of these buildings that smelled of rotting garbage, half dead and covered in vomit. And instead of writing him off, your father opened his home to him because that's the right thing to do. That's strength. Don't you think there's someone else who could use that kind of support now?
Mom.
See, you already know what to do. You can start by giving her this. She's looking for it.
Is he going to arrest me?
No, it's your first offense. So he'll let you off with a warning. Right?
Right.
It's late. Let's get you home.
Well, you told my mom about the gun?
No, she doesn't like me already. Thanks for the help, Tin Man. I'll talk to you later.
Hey, partner. What's the status on the old slaughterhouse?
I had to take care of something. We can go there soon.
Sure thing. Pick me up at the station when you're done.
So the lip sync seems to be off on some of the characters, and facial animations are a little weird sometimes. So that's kind of been one of the things I was going to bring up at the end of the video, but I gotta say that scene right there was a pretty good one. I'm starting to get invested. Like, this Briggs guy, is he missing? Or is he going to turn out to be bad? Like, did he start doing nuke and or did someone kill him? Like, now I'm invested. I want to know. It seems like that's as far, though. Just got that feeling that's as far as it's going to let you go for that. Because it did end it. So it kind of ends it leaving you. So if you try to drive to the old slaughterhouse, that's where it tells you thanks for playing. I don't actually think you're going to be driving this game. I hope so. I'd really like that, but I don't think so. So going to go for the stolen vehicle. So yeah, when there's nothing left but this, you're pretty much done. But you can free roam. You don't have to exit right there at that point. You can go back and free roam and do side objectives. I guess I can go ahead and show you that. It's where I was going to end the video, but it's just right over here. It's obvious now that that side objective is leading right into you pretty much wrapping up and finally getting back onto your primary objective. You do everything, I guess, I wouldn't say right, but in the order that most makes sense. So yeah, this is the end of the main quest and the prototype. Thank you for playing. You can still explore the city and complete side quest. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to explore the city and continue to do side quests. So, stolen evidence. Is right over here. Electronics. Usually these are busted open on the movies.
Coming up is
It's
your
busted
air
open here.
freshener secretly killing you. Find out at 11.
Is your air freshener secretly killing you? Let's find out at 11. How's it not already passed? Are you talking about 11 in the morning? Wait. How's it not already passed? It's another exclamation mark over here. So that might be another side objective. But for now, I'm going to go with one that already got pulled up. I need to look for more violations too.
Hey, I might be a little late filing my tax return, but sending a one-man army seems like an overreaction.
I am here to investigate the theft of a blue SUX 6000 that belongs to Melissa Kuzak.
Fancy car and fancy name, but I hardly ever get the pleasure of dealing with either.
Do you have any information about the whereabouts of this vehicle?
To be honest, I did some work on one of those cars recently, but I can assure you that it was not the one you're looking for.
Do I have your permission to search the shop?
I know what the world's like, but can a man go about his business without being harassed all the damn time?
I can't help just be a prick.
I can come back with a warrant, but then I will not be knocking.
You think that's going to scare me? This is Detroit, for God's sake. People try to threaten me nearly every day.
I do not try.
You know what? If you really think you'll find evidence of that SUX ever being here, then be my guest.
He said what I picked, but he said it in so many other words. A lot of games do that now, where it's like, you have the option to pick what you want to say, and you see it, and you're like, yeah, that's what I want to say to him. Exactly what I want to say to him. But then the character proceeds to say something, pretty much say what you wanted to say, but with many different words, right? Or in other smaller words sometimes even. Irrelevant to the case. Various tools irrelevant. Tax records. Uh-oh. We got something to talk about.
See, I told you, you'll find Jack all, because there ain't nothing to be found. This place is legit.
63% of your repair invoices have not been accounted for.
You've gone over my books? I thought you came here looking for the car thief.
Looks like there's more than just one thief to be caught.
Oh, come on. This is how everyone operates in this godforsaken city. Cut me some slack, will you? Okay, you win. So there's this boy, Scott. He works for me on and off. He might have something to do with the missing car. Let me open his locker for you. That's his locker. Go on, have a look. And what do you reckon? Is he your man?
Oh yeah.
For the time being. Where is the suspect?
Car thief tools.
See, he hasn't turned up for work for some time. This morning, when two thugs swang by looking for him, I knew he must be in trouble. I've overheard him many times talking about a place where he does car jobs on the side.
Give me the precise location.
I can't tell you exactly where it is. All I know is that it's one of the garages near the local storage compartments.
Is he a temporary worker?
You could say that. We fall out a lot because he brings a lot of hot stuff to the shop, and I'm not okay with it.
And you let him come back?
It's hard to make an honest living these days. That's why I understand his struggle, and I let him come back. Working here keeps him out of trouble. And to be frank, it's not easy to find such a good mechanic either.
That is all for now.
Hey! Make sure no harm comes his way. He might have done some foolish things in the past, but he's a good kid, and he deserves another chance.
A court of law will be the judge of that.
Alright, so let's go find this guy. Apparently not that direction. Oh, okay, it's a truck sitting on a car. I thought it was levitating. I double checked that. Double take there. Okay, this is where I did see that one violation.
Those people on the first floor are paranoid. They put blinds in the windows. Can't watch the TV no more.
But isn't this drunk and disorderly conduct? Isn't, well, I mean, it's intoxicated in public at least. Guess I don't count around here. Guess, I mean, what else is there to do? This guy's been standing here all night. I mean, he's got nothing to do. Looking like Robert De Niro in Taxi. I just so bad want to find something else going on I can write a ticket for.
If you feel lonely, you know where to find me, officer.
Is that accent enough to write a ticket? Because that would be great. Let's see. Can't scan anything going on.
Shh, pigs.
Mind your own business, cop.
Be nice to stand there long enough for them to actually try to do something. They're not. You know, there is parts of this city that do remind me of that movie Taxi Driver I just mentioned. Although I think I just said taxi, but I meant Taxi Driver. Just Travis talking about the city. It's, you know, and then obviously Jodie Foster finding a prostitute he goes to save. And just, I don't know, I get the vibe of that a little bit too. And when I was doing that very first mission, I kind of got like a Die Hard Met RoboCop vibe. It was like kind of going into the Nakatomi Plaza. From the first floor up, killing everybody. I've been able to take all the bullets. Well, this feels like I may need a gun soon. I know I could use some health. A recharge.
Oh god, I messed up good.
Okay, maybe not.
You must be Scott. What did you do with the blue SUX 6000 that you stole?
Hey, well, why would I have anything to do with that?
I have found evidence in Ben's shop.
You can't possibly help me. I don't want to cause any more trouble, especially for Ben.
Our actions affect people around us.
Do you mean Ben? Shit! Is he alright? Is Ben okay? Please tell me. I would never forgive myself if anything bad happened to him.
During our conversation, my health monitor did not detect any trauma. As yet.
Okay.
As yet.
I admit. It was me who jacked the SUX. But he didn't leave me any choice.
Who is he?
I can't tell you. If he knew I gave him away, he'd take revenge on Ben. Oh god! It must be those
maybe
thugs.
we're gonna need guns after all.
No one is gonna save us.
If they are criminals, then they are the ones who need saving.
They are the ones that need saving.
Anybody home? Where are you, Scotty boy? You can only hide for so long.
Wait a minute. Here we go.
Take my fucking hand off!
Yeah, I took your hand off. Anybody else? Come here. Let's see, what would be fun just bouncing your head off of? Yes! That hook just did like a Mortal Kombat uppercut.
You did it! They didn't think that through. Maybe you can put an end to this after all.
I am missing vital information in order to resolve this case.
I'll tell you what you want. Just please, help me fix this screw-up.
Where is the car now?
Oh man, I'm sure it's still in their chop shop. It's a warehouse on the northeast side. The entrance is concealed, but I'm sure you'll find it. I'm no fighter, but if there is any other way, I would like to help. Maybe you need some more intel.
Now you said enough.
That is all for now. Proceeding to the vehicle's estimated location.
You are calling for backup, aren't you?
Negative. Threat calculation minimal.
I got the address. That's all I need. I don't know what selecting 3 different options of conversation would do, but prolong a video that I've almost drug out 3 hours here, and I think it's gonna go into the 4-hour mark if I start walking around trying to figure out where to give out tickets. They're still looking at movie posters at the video rental store. It got me talking about movie gallery earlier. But hey, wait a minute.
Citizen, I'm ordering you to discontinue this deliberate act of vandalism.
Screw you, man! So, what you gonna do? You can't put me behind bars. I'm still a kid and only done it once. Just let me off with a warning, will ya?
You are being fined $100 for the violation that you have committed.
Are you crazy? I don't work. How am I supposed to pay for this?
Failing to pay may result in serious consequences for your guardians.
You made an enemy out of the graffiti artist. Oh yeah, go ahead. Make sure every one of them get a ticket. Yeah, you better keep moving. Wait, did that count of 1 of 6? Because that gave me the option to let him go with a warning, and maybe it would have counted as, well, it should have been technically, what, 3 of 6, right? No, that's just 2 of 6. So that was just in there amongst things you could find. There's so much here to find in this game. Poor demo. I mean, I'm just surprised that, you know, it's not 30 minutes and this is all you get. But I'm guessing this is more like a beta, a kind of, I think it called it, what, a prototype? But giving this RoboCop name, that's probably why, game, that was probably why it was called Prototype. Or a prototype. There I go, just a fumbling and mumbling again over my own words. Obviously nothing over here. Aha. Oh, geez. Oh, there we go. That guy's still going. Let's take them incriminating pictures while I'm at it. Oh, look at this. Some more skill points. So I'm gonna put that towards armor reduction. Damage reduction. I mean, not armor reduction. Yeah. Given I don't know how much more health I'm gonna find while I'm playing. Oh! Alright, now the van's gonna blow. It's the paint going everywhere. That's great. Creating paint fireworks. In a way, I guess. I don't know. Or canisters carrying paint. They're getting blown up. Somebody's still here. And he's throwing grenades. Alright. Wherever you are, I will find you and I will kill you. You're blowing more stuff up down there. How did I get that stuck there? Ah! Excellent! Excellent! This game is so fun. I mean, there's definitely some polishing they could do and some touch-up stuff here or there, but otherwise, excellent game. Having so much fun with this. Just in case anyone's hiding. Gotcha! And there was. I thought there would be. Yeah, well, that was your last one. How did he not die? No, he did now. And his own grenade. Look at that. Oh, there's some nuke to pick up. What about a recharge after all that? Oh, yeah. I forgot to... Oh, if I had spent the points in the right place. And there it is, right out of the movies. The SUS, or SUX. Excuse me. SUS. Why did I say that? I love the paint all over the walls. It's great. Gotta be some criminal stuff to find around here, doesn't there? You would think, maybe. Ooh, recharge. Recovery charge. Now what would they be doing with that? Oh, incriminating documents. So though there are some that are documents. Oh no, never mind. I said files at the very beginning of the video, like 2 hours and 30 minutes ago. I think I called them files when they're documents, which is the same thing, but you know, why am I thinking about 2 hours and a half ago? I guess I get delusional after I've been recording a video for 3 hours with commentary. Or maybe I'm just always delusional, I don't really know. Look, this car made it through all those explosions and captured no paint on it. I mean, other than the paint job that's already on it. How does that car make it, but that car doesn't? Okay. So you might have to question some... Oh, could I picked up a TV? I missed opportunity. No. Alright, so you might be questioning some things. some physics. There might be some, how could that be possible? But I don't really mind those when it comes to video games. Some people do critique and are kind of picky about that. You know, it's got to be as real as possible. No one really falls back that far from an AK shot. No vehicle ever blows up like that and doesn't blow up the one above it. No one's dick ever really gets stuck in a Coke machine. You know, just they're picky. Yeah, I haven't seen that submachine gun yet.
I can't believe you've actually done it! Do you think I could take that car back to the owner and say I'm sorry? Maybe she won't press charges.
This car is now in police custody.
Oh, please, I could really use a helping hand right now. Otherwise, I'm back in juvie.
I'll be nice here. I guess, yeah, I'll be nice here.
Proceeding to secure the perimeter. Keys are in the ignition.
Thank you so much! I promise I won't mess this up.
Oh, we're not driving to no slaughterhouse. Just untrack that. Yeah, protect and serve. That's what we're going to do now. There is an exclamation point off that way, so I got to get out of here. I'm guessing that's another side objective. And then maybe I can find some people doing violations that I can write tickets for. Alright, they're not going to be doing nothing. That's the fire I was looking at earlier. Man, the way this city looks, it really... Here we go. It looks so grim in some of these areas, which absolutely fits the movies. Had a very grim color to it. But look how awesome the city looks off in the distance.
He's my favorite TV star.
Thanks to you, Kurt's finally had a reason to watch something other than the fast food channel.
Television likes to exaggerate. I am also happy to assist with cases that are not cut out for media break. Can you tell me what happened here?
Nasty murder. The victim is a white female, mid-20s, identified as Casey Carmel. Had a history of petty crime and prostitution, but believe it or not, that's her real name.
Any leads?
The case is closed. OCP won't spend a single dime on the murder of a prostitute.
Cost optimization. Fancy name for we don't give a shit about poor people.
So if you were to look around the crime scene, you would potentially be exposing OCP to extra costs.
If you want to do that, be our guest.
Is that homeless man considered a suspect?
Nah, we know the guy. You can rule him out.
The guy's a loon, a mental patient. He thinks that aliens dumped the body here.
Talk to him if you want. Just prepare to hear a tall tale about green people.
Do you have any thoughts about that murder?
I bet the girl was killed somewhere else, and the body was only dumped here. And we got the tire tracks, drag marks. If we find a car that matches, we'll find our perp. Yeah, I guess the perp had his hands covered in some green-blue guacamole-ish goo. The body's covered in it.
Why does it always come back to food with you? Anyway, we need to do a proper analysis.
I will look around. We must bring the murderer to justice.
Alright, so let's investigate this crime scene. Activate RoboVision by pressing LT. We all know that. But if we've all been sitting here watching this, we know.
Somebody dumped her a few feet from here. The blood traces on the ground indicate she was dragged.
So remember earlier I was talking about a mission you could have done two different ways. If you would have busted down the door, killed everyone, you would have had to look at the desk and analyze. This is how you analyze. So glad I do get to use this
Her
mechanic.
heels had to touch the ground when the body was dragged. Nasty wound. Looks like she was hit with a blunt object, possibly a hammer. That's this green-blue shit under her arm. No idea what it might be, but there is more of it around.
Yeah, probably belonged to our victim. Let's try to find other clues.
Now, how do we know this is completely irrelevant to the case? Well, I'm sure he can just determine the size of it would be too big to cause a wound. I was about to say it could have been used to cave her head in, but obviously he would know that. Spilled garbage irrelevant to case.
What do you know about the dead body we found here?
It's as simple as it gets. Aliens did it.
Aliens?
I've been investigating them for years. They send rats to spy on me. They don't want me to show you this list.
What list?
It's a list of aliens living in Detroit. All 37,617 of them. The murderer included.
Am I on the list?
On the alien list? Of course not. You're on another list, but let's not worry about that now. The scale of this conspiracy frightens me too. But maybe we can narrow it down if you found any clues at the scene. You know, something unusual.
I'm afraid I cannot rely on your assumptions, but please do stay available for further questioning.
He decided he was done talking to that guy.
Custom extended wheelbase. Have you seen a vehicle like this around?
Nah. But that narrows it down significantly. Good catch, Robo.
Oh, we're talking to this guy again.
Most likely a van with a custom extended wheelbase. Does your list contain any information on such a vehicle?
Jackpot! I've got a guy with a van that matches your description. I don't know his ID, but I know where you can find him. A film set near the courthouse. They're shooting a TV commercial and it's run by aliens, so it all makes sense. Casey must have discovered something there, and they got her. That must have been what's happened.
What is the purpose of your list?
I just have to ask.
It's my tool to spread the truth. I update it every month and add it to my newsletter. You should read it. It's free. You'll find out some stuff that you wouldn't see on TV.
Like what?
Take the moon landing, for example. Didn't happen. Why? Because the moon doesn't exist. First time hearing about it? That's why you need my newsletter.
Just... Oh, now I gotta ask the rest of them.
Why do you think that aliens run the set?
Who do you think runs the advertising business? They're stuffing commercials with subliminal messages. They use additional film frames with commands to make us obey. Don't you know what happens to those who watch TV?
Why do you think that aliens are involved?
I saw the guy who dumped the body here. I saw his skin. It was green and glowing like those toy dinosaurs that children play with and years later develop serious diseases from.
Okay, that one's not as funny, but these two are all things I've heard people actually say, especially about the moon. So, that's why it cracked me up.
I will verify your statement. Nevertheless, I recommend you consult a psychiatrist at the earliest possible time.
Oh, man.
Now, the set.
Yeah. Oh, man, the way he delivers the lines as RoboCop, it's perfect. I recommend you go get some therapy as soon as possible. Don't waste any time on that. Oh, more graffiti. Unauthorized painting.
What is happening here?
They're shooting a TV commercial for Sunblock 5000.
Night does not seem an appropriate time for such practice.
Yeah, they ran into some problems, and it's running later than expected.
I swear, we're staying here until we finish, or you're doing it without me.
Jerry, don't you think you're being unreasonable?
You better find us another understudy so we can get this over with.
Let him in. We don't want to hinder the work of law enforcement.
Well, thank you.
I have reason to believe that someone from your crew is involved in a crime. We found a green-blue substance like your sunblock at the crime scene. The suspect was driving a van with a custom extended wheelbase.
We use a lot of different vans, but I would know if they're the type you're looking for.
In that case, I would like to look around.
Actually, you could be of some use to me, too. I have a problem here, and its name is Jerry. Jerry Jenkins. I need a reason to cancel his contract, and I think you could find one for me.
That does not sound like a task of a police officer.
But it could be, though. I'm sure he's guilty of something. You just have to find out what it is.
I can give you access to anything without a warrant.
I only carry out the request of justice.
I believe that. Dig deep. I bet Mr. Big Shot doesn't have a clear conscience. Start with the computer. There's a list of vehicles allowed to park on set there, but look for something on Jenkins, too.
Lead actor. Uh-oh. Suspicious message found. What would help? The company of a nice, beautiful girl. Don't worry, I'll arrange everything myself. Just charge this to the client's account. Already see the tire tracks over there. Up. And you're in some trouble. You're just someone I want to arrest. Or shoot. Give me a reason to
The
shoot
evidence
you.
I have gathered shows that you are connected to the investigation that I am conducting.
So what?
The perpetrator was someone with skin that seemed to be covered with sunblock. I saw the storyboard. You fit the description.
Nice try, but I won't even touch that toxic goo. I've got it in the contract. I use body doubles for all the shots where I'm supposedly covered with it. Wait, that bitch sent you after me, didn't she? She's looking for a way to screw me over and hide her incompetence. You want to investigate something, then ask her about the guy she hired as the understudy. His face looks like a walking mugshot. On top of that, I bet he's the one who stole my ring. See what she has to say about him, pal.
Come on. Let it have been him so I can shoot him.
I spoke with Jenkins. He mentioned that you hired a criminal. This individual may be the perpetrator I am looking for.
You mean the understudy? Did Jenkins tell you that I hired him? He was the one who recommended him for the job. Don't believe me? Check the camera footage to see what good friends they are.
Where is the understudy now?
I have no idea. And that's the whole point. We can't keep shooting because he's disappeared. I hope the guy's in the hospital or worse, because if he's not, I'll kill him myself. It's a joke, of course. You understand jokes, don't you?
Show me the footage.
Check the camera footage.
Who are you, pal?
Your agent sent me. Special services. Pussies, man. I've got a place.
Of course, Mr. Jenkins, I'll take
it and get lost. The smell of hard-boiled eggs mixing with this green shit makes me want to puke. Looking at your face doesn't help either. You mentioned something about special services.
Only the best in Detroit.
I find that hard to believe.
I've got just the girl for you. Her name's Casey. She's...
No names.
Alright, time to confront this jerk again.
Your understudy offered you the services of a prostitute. She was likely the prostitute who was killed.
People offer me things all the time, but that doesn't mean I accept every one of them.
I have an offer for you. You can confess everything now, or you can get in trouble later.
Have you ever considered becoming a producer? You got a flair for it. You know what? Now that I think about it, why shouldn't I help the law enforcement of this here beautiful city?
Where can I find the understudy?
He works at a gas station nearby. But I don't think that's his main source of income.
I am not done with you yet. Do not leave the city.
Come on, arrest this guy already. We could hold him for 24 hours. It won't take me that long to get this solved. He's part of it. One way or another. Ha! Hell, it's the name of the gas station. There you go. What, I can't help this guy? Well, that's unfortunate. Ah, recognize how this gas station looks.
Who's there? You have to help me, man. This shit is burning my skin.
Sunblock is the least of your worries.
Look, I know why you're here, but I'm innocent. I swear.
You are being detained in connection with the murder of Casey Carmel. If you require medical attention, it will be given to you.
I didn't do it. Jenkins killed her. Jerry Jenkins, the guy from TV. You have to believe me.
You will make your statement at the station.
And you'll let Jenkins walk free. He's the one who killed Casey. They met here yesterday.
Casey's body was covered in sunblock. The evidence points to you.
I arranged the meeting, I admit, but I was gone when this happened. When I came back, she was already dead, and I decided to get rid of the body. Jenkins is the only one who could have done it.
Why would Jenkins be meeting a prostitute here when there is a motel across the street?
His agent got a hold of me and told me that the guy values his privacy. The money was good, and I was able to provide him with a discreet option.
And Jenkins was happy with the arrangement.
He was bitching at first, but when he saw Casey, he stopped being so picky.
Why would Jenkins kill that woman?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Are you stalling?
She may have mentioned something about wanting to blackmail Jenkins, but I knocked the idea out of her head. At least I think I did.
Why did you not go to the police?
What would I say? That a famous celebrity killed a street prostitute in the back of my gas station? That's a bit much even for this city.
Dumping that woman's body in a dumpster seemed like a better idea to you?
It's not my fault that people would rather believe a guy from TV over me.
Alright, let's verify that statement.
Verify your version of events, but you will still suffer the consequences of the actions you have taken.
Hurry up, please! It burns!
Don't rush me. this is it. Obviously. Ah, murder weapon. Search for clues. More clues to search. Then obviously, no, this is going to be one. It's going to be a match to taking the idea out of her head, is literally what it seems Jenkins did. Took a literal approach to it with a hammer. Oh yeah, that camera caught everything. There's anything else that I need to see? Oh, yeah, remove the camera. Yeah, he definitely removed the idea from her head.
So, did you find anything?
According to the evidence, Jenkins is guilty of the murder of Casey Carmel.
I told you!
However, you are guilty of concealing a crime and desecration of a corpse. I will call medical assistance. You will be taken in when your condition permits.
Hey, that guy from the earlier, he's not in the box no more. Where's he at? Oh, what's going on over here? Parked, blocking a fire hydrant. Look at that.
One parking ticket is all it takes to improve mindfulness.
That's 3 out of 6 on those. Probably the last thing I figure out of this game. Because I'm pretty sure this has got to be the last side objective. I didn't get around to this when I played the... Well, I wouldn't say the first time around, technically. Well, yeah, that was the first time around I played. It's just I played a couple more times after that, had that issue with a glitch. And had to restart, but yeah, my first full playthrough around on this thing I did, where I got through the primary missions. I did not come across this.
Can't let you in, Robo. They're in the middle of a shot.
This cannot wait.
They say that 20 seconds in the California sunshine is too much these days, ever since we lost the ozone layer.
I have a solution for you if you are looking for some protection against that California sunshine.
The hell?
A stay in Detroit prison. Jerry Jenkins, you are under arrest for the murder of Casey Carmel.
I seen you on TV. You're glitching again. Ah, it hurts. For fuck's sake, it hurts.
I have a solution. Alright, so nothing left to do in side objectives, right? Yeah, they're done. They took them off the screen, so it's just the serve and protect.
I always wanted to be a cop. I even applied to the academy, but it turns out that extensive criminal history and drug addiction prevent you getting in.
Let's see if we can find some more parking violations. Seems like I would have found more than just parking violations if it mentioned like disorderly conduct, things like that in the description. But maybe that'll be when the full game comes out. Crime evidence. Guess I just kind of have to run around with a filter going. Almost in the RoboCop vision. See what's going on up this ladder. Noticed that a few times.
It's getting colder, and now we don't have anything for the fire.
How was I supposed to know someone would steal our old tires?
Stolen watch and a stolen wallet. Doesn't help me any. That's all that's here. Well, it's experience to know to get, you know, next time around doing another playthrough, which I'm sure I'll do before November. Oh, there's another stolen wallet. I'm back where I was earlier. I wonder if this gives you any kind of idea about locations for there's a gang stash apparently right here. Let's add marker and go check that out. Okay, it's another one of these. Lift it open and find some. I found one of these earlier. Not too long ago, just a few minutes ago, in fact. I'm guessing this whole map is going to expand much further to a big part of the area. Once the full version comes out, hopefully. I think this is the ladder I climbed. Right? I came back out the way, or Was around. Had to be. So yeah, let's try to get more towards this side of town and see if we find any violations.
Something's coming. I can feel it.
Involuntary protein spill. No, so this is the first time through here. This is like the park, I guess. You would think you would see something criminal going on over here. This just looks like an area for something criminal. Uh-oh. Something highlighted.
Help! Help! This rascal was trying to steal my cart. Look what he's done!
Have I just wrecked your life savings? Tough shit, stinker.
Here we go.
Antisocial behavior towards a fellow citizen can be classified as a crime. Lesson for the future. To save yourself the trouble. Clean up on the double.
You can't do it. I was only messing. I could have just picked it all up.
You tell him, Robot Man!
What a fucking joke!
Oh, there's 4 of 6. Something else highlighted down here. Wonder what this is. Same deal. Uh-oh.
Littering is prohibited.
What was I supposed to do? I've missed the garbage collection and we had fish on Friday. You have no idea how much it reeks.
I will not issue a ticket on this occasion, but remember that littering is like dumping negative emotions on others. It spoils the relationship.
Still better than a spoiled fish.
Still better than a spoiled fish. Well, that's 5 of 6. And you can go down here apparently even. I hope you threw that spoiled fish far enough. I'm really just trying to check out everything because, like, I think I mentioned this earlier, that the videos, once I heard about this and read about this game, I went to YouTube, like most of us do, and I noticed, you know, the longest video I saw was like 1 hour and 33 minutes long. I didn't see anything that was 3 hours and 30 minutes, which this is going to probably turn to be out longer, you know, more like 4 hours before it's over. But I didn't see anything that long, so just trying to really cover everything there is to cover in this game. Well, in this demo anyway, which is, turns out to be a lot more than you would think. What are you digging through the trash for? Come on. Can't write up a violation for that. Get out of here. Call it a night. Actually, call it a morning now.
See that guy down there? He's an asshole.
Thanks for the information. Apparently there's still a good bit of missing experience and things I could have picked up. Police work, yeah. And it says I failed on police work, so apparently I've missed some opportunities at making sure that I confiscated stolen items and crime evidence. I'm sure that I did.
At least it ain't raining.
I already know I issued a ticket down here for that car right there. Parking meter. Feel like this is gonna just be something that is a mystery and I can't find forever. Okay, I know I've been down this area. I keep coming back over here somehow and wanting to go this direction. I'm also probably, this is where I just came from, and I know I had to take off and come through here. Where have I not gone that somebody would be violating and doing something they're not supposed to? In violation. Violating, that kind of sounded wrong. Yeah, I was in the park earlier. Okay, I've already been through that direction, obviously. That's where I ran through to go up the ladder. It's too small of an area not to be able to find this. Like, I just want this basically be, you know, like 100% complete on a demo. Doesn't matter. That parking ticket's still sitting there. I took off that way when I left, so, you know, let's just go over here. Yeah, if I can't find it in the next 10 minutes.
Ask me for money.
That seems like a lot.
Moron steals from a beggar. That's what I said. But then he started shooting.
So thought maybe something would break down in front of me. No, that was not the case. That homeless guy didn't go seek no therapist yet. I want to say it might have been the kid with the graffiti, and it just didn't put it on the detect violations list for some reason. So now it won't say 6 of 6 when I caught that kid spray painting this, so I want to say that was it, and it just didn't put it on there like it was supposed to. Enter the chop shop. So you can go back into those places that you've been to. That's neat. Who in the world was that? Oh, how did I get stuck over here? Okay. Unless the violation is down some alley. But I really just think that it didn't count earlier when it should have. But I mean, I have spent long enough. I mean, 3 hours and 40 minutes. This one violation or whatever is, I can live without getting it in. No, there's a stolen watch. Or crime evidence. Yeah, I seriously just think it was the kid with the graffiti, and it just didn't count for whatever reason. Maybe I was supposed to give him a pass. I have no idea. But this last little 5 of 6, I could not figure that out. So I'm going to leave it there. And I don't know. I think with this game, you know, it just remains so true to the lore of the movie and the source material of the movie. You know, you got the original voice actor. Peter Weller returned to voice RoboCop for this. So, I mean, that in itself is awesome. Those things right there was going to make it worth checking out. It makes it fun because sometimes just knowing someone put the right things in a game and put the right heart into it is enough, even if it doesn't come out perfect. And this is by no means perfect, but it's also good. You know, you get again, you get a game that's not like everything coming out today. Modern day games are so filled with season passes, and you know, a lot of these games are out to get your money, kind of like it would be back in the day to go to an arcade machine. The AI is so tough because it's trying to take your change. Well, now games are trying to find ways to live as long as possible and get your money. You take a game like Diablo 4, you know, you get to, yeah, it's got story, some story, but not really. It depends on who you are. I don't, you know, it doesn't even matter to me that it's there, but you get to level 50 and it's okay game. But after that, it's dry and it's baseless and empty and repetitive. And most games that come out today, I mean, they don't even have a story. That's where games that are trying to be just video games even struggle. Take, for instance, I played recently on the channel Assassin's Creed Mirage. Well, I took it back to GameStop, took a huge loss, but I traded it in because it's such a bad game. And it has a story you could care less about. So, you know, even games trying to just be video games without all the extra content and trying to ask you to download this or download that, and enjoy our new season, and by continuing to play and XP and level up, and leveling up takes, you know, 150 hours. Don't always want that. And even games that are trying not to do that, particularly usually, are not good. It's been a while since I've seen a game that's just a video game be good. And this is good. This is, to me, it's more than good, but, you know, again, it's just been nice after everything that's come out recently, especially that I've played over the last year, with so many things having been built upon the idea of how to make money. It's nice to just see something that's seemingly being made for the fans of RoboCop and for fans of first-person shooters and gamers in general who also love RoboCop. And they seem to be making an attempt to stay true to everything as possible so that you have a good experience when you log on. Not so that you'll give them money. No, it actually seems it's being made so that you will truly enjoy what you are putting your hands on when you go buy it. So I respect that 100%. I think this game is going to be great. I can't wait to cover it when it comes out on the channel. Look, I tried to get in everything. I told myself I was going to do everything there is to do, but I cannot find this last little Miscellaneous mission where somebody has done something they're not supposed to do. Now, if I've found it after I end this video, I'll record it and then just throw it on to the end of this one after I get through with my final thoughts here. But with that said, yeah, RoboCop Rogue City is a game I'm looking forward to. I'm going to go over and pre-order it right now, and then I'm going to go get me a pint of ice cream and sit in front of the TV and watch the trilogy. And then after that, actually probably before that, I'm going to fall asleep because it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you stuck around for the almost 4 hours of gameplay for this video. So I don't know how the microphone did. I've had issues with it going out. I've had issues with the volume level going up and down. So if there's times you can't hear me, I apologize for that. But I hope it's an enjoyable experience overall if you do decide to watch it. I had a lot of fun with it. Again, you know my feelings on the game. So with that said, I'll be returning back to the normal videos I've been doing, which is the Mortal Kombat 1 tower. So I'll see you guys there. Thanks for watching.
Public drinking is against the law.
Public? But this is my private sofa. I've dragged it all the way from the junkyard.
I will let you go this time, but remember, that drinking in an unsuitable environment can lead to severe consequences.
Well, that's the whole point.